Last time on Let's Play Pokémon TCG Online, I will play Pokémon Communication. I get to exchange a Pokémon in my hand with a Pokémon from my deck. So I will place Chinchou in my hand back into my deck. And the Pokémon I want to take out is Flaffy. He's evolving his Duosion into Reuniclus, and he's playing the Pokémon Center Stadium card. Now I can attack once again with Flaffy's Thundershock. Another Psychic Energy goes on to his Litwick, and we are in trouble. And now, the conclusion. He is playing Mewtwo-EX onto his bench. Not a good sign, because now he can use Reuniclus's ability yet again to move all of these damage counters off of Sigilyph. His Mewtwo-EX has 170 HP, so let's just say we're going to have to dish out quite a bit more damage here. I did not need a Mewtwo-EX. Nor did I want a Mewtwo-EX coming into play. And of course, he's using the Pokémon Center Stadium card once again to recover his Mewtwo's HP by 20. Sigilyph's Telekinesis, 50 damage to my Flaffy. And I've got a double colorless energy. Okay. I've actually got an idea in mind with this double colorless energy, so this should prove interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and retreat Flaffy. And I will take out this Water Energy card to pay for the retreat cost. And I'm going to send out Chinchou. Okay. And you know what that means. I can evolve my Chinchou into Lantern. And equip this double colorless energy to my Lantern. Which means I can now use Lantern's Reflect Energy. 60 damage, and I can move an energy card attached to Lantern to one of my benched Pokemon. Alright, that's fantastic, because it means we can finally take out this very annoying Sigilyph. But before we do that, I'm actually going to use his Pokémon Center Stadium card to recover 20 HP off my Flaffy, because my Flaffy is now on the bench, which is fantastic. Now I will attack with Lantern's Reflect Energy. It's super effective. 120 damage, and I get to move an energy card attached to Lantern to one of my benched Pokemon. So I'm going to pick this double colorless energy because, as you can tell, I need an electric energy to be able to attack with Lantern's Confuse Ray. So let's select the double colorless and equip it to my Flaffy. Sigilyph has fainted. And I get the first prize card of the match. It's a Bouffalante. And now it's his turn, so let's see what he does next. he has sent out Gothita. And he equips a Psychic Energy to his Gothita. And once again, he's using Reuniclus's ability to move the damage counters off of Gothita. And he's using the Pokémon Center Stadium card to restore 20 HP to his Mewtwo. Gothita is using Hypnotic Gaze, which just placed my Lantern to sleep, but my Lantern just woke up, which is fantastic. And I just drew the Professor Oak's New Theory supporter card. Alright, so let's kick things off by playing Bouffalant. And, because I can't really use any of these other cards in my hand, I will go ahead and play Professor Oak's New Theory to shuffle these cards back and draw 6 more cards. And I've got Blitzel, Zekrom, Jolteon, Raichu, a double colorless energy, and an electric energy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is play Zekrom, because obviously he doesn't seem to be having any problems playing legendary Pokemon, so I'm going to try and even up the match by playing legendaries of my own. And I will equip this double colorless energy to my Lantern. And that way, I can attack once again with Lantern's Reflect Energy. It's a one-hit KO! And once again, I get to move an energy attached to Lantern to one of my benched Pokemon. I will select the double colorless, and I will equip it to Zekrom. Alright, next prize card, it's a Pikachu. And now we're facing a Litwick. And he's moving all of his damage counters on Litwick to his Mewtwo with Reuniclus's ability. And no doubt he will use the Pokémon Center Stadium card again, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. He's equipping a Psychic Energy to his Mewtwo-EX. And he's attacking with Will-O-Wisp. 20 damage. My turn, I've picked up another Zekrom. Nice. Okay. And I actually forgot to use the Stadium card last turn, which isn't too good. So I will actually use that right now to recover 20 more HP off my Flaffy. And I will equip this Electric Energy to my Zekrom. That way, it'll be able to attack. And let's see what else I can do. not much, apparently. Okay, so let's just go straight in and attack with Lantern's Confuse Ray! 20 damage. But no confusion this turn. Now it's his turn, so let's see what he does. He's playing the Pokémon Collector Supporter card again to add 3 more basic Pokémon from his deck to his hand. And he has selected another Sigilif, another Gothita, and another Solosis. And here comes Gothita and Solosis. He equips another Psychic Energy to his Mewtwo. And he's moving damage counters off his Litwick yet again. And he's recovering Mewtwo's HP. Litwick's Will-O-Wisp, another 20 damage. My turn, Professor Oak's new theory, again. Alright, well, before we play it, I will evolve my Pikachu into Raichu. And I will play another Zekrom. Now, let's play Professor Oak's new theory. Hopefully we get some energies. Nice. Okay, I've got Blitzel, Mareep, the Fisherman Supporter card, a Prism Energy, and 2 Electric Energies. So that's actually pretty fantastic. Alright, my Zekrom is all ready to attack. And my second Zekrom doesn't have any energies just yet. So what we will do is go ahead and equip an Electric Energy to my Zekrom, my second Zekrom, that is, and I will use the Stadium card to completely heal Flaffy, and now I can attack yet again with Confuse Ray. 20 damage. Yes! And his Litwick is confused. His turn. This is turning out to be one of the longest Pokémon trading card game online matches I have ever had. He's evolving his Solosis into Duosion. And he's recovering 20 HP off Mewtwo again. And he equips yet another Psychic Energy to his Mewtwo. Now, one thing I do want to point out, you'll notice in the top right corner here that his timer is running pretty low. Oh! I stand corrected. He's making a fast move here, switching out his Litwick for Mewtwo-EX. What I was actually going to say earlier was that even if his timer runs down to 0, unfortunately, I don't win the game. Mewtwo's X-Ball! 80 points of damage, and my Lantern has fainted. Okay, he gets his first prize card of the match, and now it's my turn. So... let's see. I am going to send out Zekrom. Alright, and I picked up Professor Elm's training method. Alright, so that actually helps me. So the first thing I will do is play Professor Elm's training method. And there we go. I can select an evolved Pokemon from my deck and add it into my hand. I'm picking Ampharos. And now I can finally evolve my Flaffy. Okay. And I will go ahead and equip another Electric Energy to my second Zekrom. And I will go ahead and attack. Well, actually, I can't attack. I completely forgot that I need 2 electric energies to use Bolt Strike. Well, that's not too good. So, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to undo the last action, which was equip my second Zekrom with an electric energy card. This way, I can take that same electric energy card and equip it to my active Zekrom. And now, I can go ahead and attack with Bolt Strike! 120 damage. My Zekrom takes 40 damage in recoil. Alright, it's his turn now. He's evolving his Gothita into Gothorita, and he's evolving his Duosion into another Reuniclus. What I was trying to say earlier was that even if his timer runs out to 0, he doesn't actually lose the match. The only thing that happens is his turn ends immediately, and then starting next turn, he gets another 25 minutes. So, I'm not sure if that is actually working the way that the developers intended it to, but for the moment, that's what's happening. And if you're wondering what he's doing right now, he's using Reuniclus's ability to move damage counters off his Mewtwo to his other Pokemon. But like I said, he will quickly run out of room on his other Pokemon because I'm inflicting 120 points of damage per turn with Zekrom. My second Zekrom doesn't have enough energy to be able to attack just yet, but let's not worry about that issue just yet. I've still got my Ampharos out there, so that's always a good sign. One fun fact I'd like to mention is that my Raichu can inflict 160 points of damage in one turn with its Slam attack if I can get 2 heads. But unfortunately, that's 10 points of damage shy from one-hit KOing his Mewtwo, because his Mewtwo has a massive 170 HP when it's at full health. So, we're actually going to have to rely on a bit of luck here. Now, the one thing that's actually good, that's going for us right now, is the fact that it's taking him a while to use Reuniclus's ability to move damage counters off his Mewtwo to his other Pokemon. Eventually, his timer is going to run down to 0, and when it does, he won't have enough time to move all those damage counters off Mewtwo, or whichever active Pokemon he has in play. And of course, the timer will reset on the following turn to 25 minutes, like I mentioned before, but when the timer runs down to 0, at that exact moment, his turn will end. So, even if he hasn't attacked yet, even if he hasn't finished moving all of his damage counters to his benched Pokemon, yes! He has conceded the match. That's fantastic. And let me just check one thing here. Alright, yeah. We've got 4 prize cards, and we just won. Excellent. Alright, so let's check out the stats here. That was an intense battle. Upwards of half an hour, if you can believe it. My most valuable player was Flaffy. His was Mewtwo. And I actually exceeded him in the amount of damage dealt. I inflicted 580 points of damage. He only inflicted 170 points of damage. Okay, and there you have it. An extremely long and intense psychic battle at the Pokemon TCG Online. If you guys have any questions or comments on that particular match, please let me know, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Game Show Uploader. It's where all of my TCG Online episodes are posted. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.